Hey there, Ross Quintana with Social Magnets. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. This video is about the power of Twitter chats, and it's in my Tips from the Beard, oh yes, series. And it's actually tied directly to a post which is called, from 5,000 to 100,000 Twitter followers, what I've learned. And it's a follow-up post to my original post, which was 0 to 5,000 followers, what I've learned. And in the opening section, we cover tips, and the first video we did was about momentum, and this one's about Twitter chats. And I'm going to explain what they are real quick, and explain what I learned from doing them and how I'm integrating those into my strategy now. So the first thing is, for people who don't know, Twitter chats, and there's a lot of people who don't do Twitter chats and haven't done them before, but it's basically real-time topical engagement. And sometimes even understand, there's people who do Twitter chats, may not really understand what it is that's the secret sauce of Twitter chats and how they might, they might just be doing them, but they're not, integrating those into their strategy, their brand strategy or anything like that. So real-time topical engagement, that's what's crazy. It's surrounded by a topic, and usually there's a series of questions. So it might be about growing your social audience or something. And so question one is going to be, it'll say Q1, and there'll be a hashtag, and everybody follows that hashtag. Now the interfaces are horrible. Trying to figure it out, it's just awkward because you're following a hashtag. It's not clear. The questions go by, and you have to figure out if you miss it because it's moving fast. What was the question? I use a handful of tools, but I'm not super stoked about any of them as being like the solution. One of the main ones I use is Tweet Chat, and Tweet Chat's good. Tweet Chat's good because mainly it's just simple in what it does. You put in the hashtag and it gives you a feed with just that hashtag. Sometimes it gets boogered up and I have to refresh when it's kind of supposed to buffer and refresh itself. It does highlight when people retweet you, and the questions are a different color. But again, some things could definitely be refined there. And normally what I do is a mashup. So I got multiple monitors. I'll have Tweet Chat open on one, and I'll open the native Twitter on one or two screens on the other side. And what I do that for is that I'll run the question on the other side so that I can just do Q1 and then say hashtag viral chat. Then it just pulls up what the question is all by itself. So I'm not having to watch for the question and then dig and scroll because now the new tweets have come on top and pushed it to the bottom. That's really annoying how things are constantly shifting and moving even when you're using tools. And so it takes a little bit to get used to. But I like to do that on one side, my notifications in another window, so that I can see who's engaging me in case I miss something and keep up with the conversation. So I'm kind of a 3-window chatter on there. And you can experiment with different stuff. I like Nerf. It's great. But as far as I understand, you have to basically host, if the host of the Twitter chat is hosting on there, then you can use their interface, and it's far superior to everything else out there. But if they're not hosting, you can't just go grab, at least from what I've seen, a Twitter chat that isn't being hosted on Nerf. So that's the downside. They really need to open that up. So then I'd use their tool all the time because the interface is much better. And I think they're smart about how they're listening and building it. But anyway, so those are some of the ways you can do the Twitter chat. Now I'm going to cover a couple of reasons why you might want to do it. See, Twitter chats are a great way to jump into a conversation for multiple reasons. Number one, great source of information from top people. You'll get some really smart people hopping in and giving their opinions in real time on that. And a lot of times, if you're thinking about a blog post and you're reading all these blog posts, but you got to read the whole post in order to grab some of the nuggets. And one thing that people understand about Twitter chats is a lot of times the questions are very specific, and because it's Twitter, they're going to get right to giving you the aha moments, the big gold nuggets that you can take away with you. So it's really, for that, it's awesome, and it's in real time. So from a growth hacking standpoint, it's kind of faster, and it's a faster way to get really high quality filtered information. Now, on the flip side, if you are an expert in different things, it's a great way to go out there and share your expert advice and show what you know, because you can hop right in where there's already groups of people there, plus they're sharing it to all the other audience. So it's a great way if you're an expert at SEO or branding or something, and they're asking questions and you are giving the best answers, and then people are going to notice that, and it's going to get shared instantly. So I mean, even compared to like writing a blog where you're waiting for somebody to read it and share it, you know, with a Twitter chat you can really get exposure quickly to people, and if your ideas are quality, you're going to grow quick. And it's a great way to actually engage in real time, and it's more of a communication than just, hey, I read your blog post, here, I know I'm chatting with you, and we can go back and forth and share great ideas. So Twitter chats are great. A couple of them to check out, and there's tons of them, but not all of them trend, and some of the better ones do. Some ones that I've just been digging in and finding. As I find more, I put them on my Google Calendar, because otherwise you'll see it trending. By the time you see it trending, it's too late. It's probably done. You know, so there's a little delay there. So a lot of times, you know, throw it on your Google Calendar so you can make sure and jump into them. Some good ones are SBiz Hour. You know, and I'll just give these times in Pacific, but you can add 3 hours if you're Eastern. That's Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific with the man, the myth, Brian Fanzo. And next you have Buffer Chat with the Buffer team. That's Wednesdays at 9 a.m. You got Influencer Chat with the awesome Rebecca Radis. And that's at Tuesday at 5 p.m. And then I just jumped into a recent one from Post Planner, Viral Chat. And so you can see all those links and everything and check other ones out for yourself. But it's an awesome tool and a great way to jump in and grow your network. So check out the next video in this series is on my 4 tips that are part of this blog post. The next one is called Visual Content. So you can hit the like, share, subscribe, all the stuff that you need to do. Love to hear your thoughts, and check out the next video.